Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I actually wanted to do a sewing video. I am officially in my third trimester and nothing fits me anymore. And there are really no cute maternity tops that I like. They're just not the most flattering, and I just want to feel cute sometimes. And I have a top. I'm currently wearing it. I will show you. This top, it's like a nice little flowy. It's got a shirred back, nice little flowy top, and I freaking love it so much, but I only have one of them. I found a pattern and I think I'm gonna make my own. So I found this. It has two different versions of what I'm currently wearing. I think the one that I have is closer to this pink one here. And then this one has a little band on it. And then there's like the regular top and then a little bit of a longer top without the flowy bits. But I like the flowy bits because I can't really wear anything other than leggings or flowy skirts at this point. So I can't really wear jeans, and I think that the flowiness of it really lends itself well to leggings because that's what I'm currently wearing. And so I want to try my hand at making a couple of these. I think I might do one of each of the flowy ones. And the material that I have, since I already have a blue one of that pink version on here, I think I'm going to use this really pretty soft green. I think that would be really pretty, and it has this nice detailing on it. It's kind of textured in a way. I don't really know what you would call that, but it's really pretty. And then for the other one, I know I already have a blue one, but this one has flowers on it, and I thought that that would be really pretty. And they're both very flowy, not really stretchy, so they would lend themselves well to the shape of this. I've actually never used a pattern before, so this will be a first for me using an actual professional pattern. So that will be fun, and I figured I would take you along for the journey because why not? So the first thing that I need to do is actually cut my pattern pieces out. And I apologize, I am congested because pregnancy is taking its toll. So I'm gonna not talk quite as much as I probably normally would. So I apologize for that, but I'm gonna cut the pattern pieces out and then I will catch back up with our next steps. So let's get to that. Okay, I have all of my pattern pieces pre-cut. So for each bodice that I want to do, they have separate peplum bits. I don't really know what you'd call that part. But then the tops are the same pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and cut them out of the green fabric. Probably start sewing this and then tackle the blue fabric second after I get this one sewn. So I'm going to start pinning and cutting. So I have all of my pieces cut out and we will start assembling in the morning. Good morning. It is day 2. I'm going to start the sewing today, so it will be a lot of machine work, and I'm going to do my best to understand their instructions on the pattern, because again, this is my first time making something from a pattern and it's a little bit confusing, so I probably should have done some research, but we're just gonna go with it and hope for the best. Okay, it's telling me I need to stay stitch, which apparently is just a structural integrity kind of stitch from notch to notch on each of my pieces. So I am going to stay stitch both of my pieces. Okay, next up, I need to take my other side front piece and line up my notches with my front piece that I just stay stitched, and these need to be wrong side, pretty side to pretty side. I have it all pinned together now. I'm going to sew that seam together. Moment of truth. Oh hey, it actually looks pretty good. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna do the other piece. Take out the stay stitch because it does not seem necessary anymore, and then move on to the next piece. I think that works nicely. Okay, attaching the back piece to the front piece. This is what we are looking like so far. For my first time following a pattern, I'd say this is coming out pretty well. I'm going to be adding some buttons here, so it'll add a little bit more detail, and I won't have, obviously, this in here, but I think it's turning out nicely. Strap time. I'm also not adding any of the lace trim. I don't have any, so I'm just not gonna worry with it. We're just gonna go nice, clean, and classic. Very nice. Hello again. I am more sick than I was yesterday, so I'm going to try and get a lot more done on this top. I'm just gonna make one. I've decided that I'm not up for making 2 tops right now, but I really want to make at least one so I can add another to my collection. So that's what we're gonna do for the remainder of today. I'm going to try to finish the flounce part, which is what the peplum style little ruffle on the bottom is called, according to the pattern. So I'm going to continue on with trying to understand the pattern itself and get that piece at least attached, maybe the lining done. Maybe we will finish today. I don't think I'm gonna add the zipper. I think I might do, I have little the little hook and eye clasp things. I don't know what they're called, I forget. But that'll be a little bit easier than sewing in a zipper because it's going to be such a small piece. So that is the plan. So I am just probably going to not talk because I look, feel, and sound congested. So yeah, let's get started. Well, this is the final top. I actually did not add the buttons, and I just closed up the back because I was sick. I just didn't feel up for all the extra work. This was not the easiest thing to put together for someone who has never used a proper pattern before. I think it turned out so well though. I love the shape of it. It's so flowy. It fits quite well. The band, I probably should have made this just a little bit longer, but it's not sitting too high up necessarily, as long as I don't get too crazy with it. The flounce part is really nice. I left it open just to have a little bit of breathing room because I don't need to wear a bra with it, so that's really nice. I think it hits at a good level. I don't have a skirt to wear with it right now, so I'm just wearing some biker shorts, which I think is fine. The top turned out really well. It's a little bit baggy here. I could probably go in and put a couple of darts on the sides, make it fit a little bit nicer. And I have to iron out this little seam here. I tried to iron it earlier, but my iron was being finicky, so it didn't turn out quite as good as it should have. But overall, I think we did a really good job. And in comparison to the Taylor Swift dress that I made in a previous video, this one was worlds better. The material is a lot nicer, it flows a lot better, the construction of it is a lot better. So for the second thing that I've ever sewn for myself, clothing wise, I'd give myself a solid 8 out of 10. I did end up double lining the flounce part, which it was not part of the pattern to do so. I wanted to hide the hem, so I was like, it's not gonna hurt anything to have a little bit of extra weight for it to flow around. It's still super flouncy and I love it so much. I did struggle to understand a lot of the parts and I ended up constructing it a little bit differently than the pattern recommended, but I think that it worked out really well. Maybe I'll go in and put buttons in the future, just decorative, not anything that's going to like actually clasp together, because I solidly sewed up the back and it slides over my head really nicely, fits really well, and I'm really excited. So here's the final result. I'm really happy with it. I will eventually use up the blue fabric and make a top probably similar, or maybe something else. I think my next sewing project is going to be a skirt, a nice long full skirt, because I don't have enough in my wardrobe and I would like more. So that will be my next sewing project. If you're interested in that, consider subscribing, because I'm going to be sprinkling in some fun things, but a lot of it will be sewing videos until baby gets here, and I can't wait. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!